This is a Messerschmitt ME-109G, so it's 1944. It's one of the later versions of Messerschmitts. I did it in Adolf Galland's colors. He was one of the youngest German generals. Always smoked cigars, had a mustache, had an ashtray in his plane, and he had that logo on the side of every one of the planes he flew. Mickey Mouse smoking a cigar with a parachute and a hatchet in one hand and a musket in the other.
Wow.
So I can't find the reason why he had that, but I did find out that Hitler was obsessed with Walt Disney and the 1938 movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but I can't find the connection between Galland and Mickey Mouse. So I researched him quite a bit and read his book and whatnot before I did his plane. But it had the cannons in the wings, and it had a 30mm cannon shooting out of the nose, and it had two 15mm machine guns synchronized to fire through the three-blade propeller. Had the fuel-injected Daimler-Benz engine in it. Drawback of the Spitfire, it had the Merlin with a carburetor, the early ones, and negative G's, the Spitfire'd sputter, Messerschmitt get away, but the Spitfire could outturn the Messerschmitt, so kind of evened out. So my manifold is actually the top rail from the swimming pool, and the other part of the vertical braces. Had a very poor landing gear. If you didn't pin your tail wheel, take off and landing, you ground looped 100% of the time. They wiped out a lot of planes ground looping. And Hurricane, very stable gun platform, 6 guns in each wing. Like, I guess statistics show Hurricane won the Battle of Britain, Spitfire got the glory. So my landing gear on the Spitfire I made for my daughter's teeter-totter. They're the legs off the teeter-totter. I built them industrial style playground equipment. So the slide is actually on the train. It's a catwalk on either side of the boiler, and then the ladder from the slide is on the U-boat, so everything pretty much got recycled.
Nice.
So it took me a year to build the Hurricane. I finished it in, when was it, 2016? Yeah, 2016, so yeah, I did it in a year. Is 1944 Sherman Firefly. It's the only Sherman that could take out a German Tiger or Panther because of the 17-pounder British gun on it. And they had to extend the turret back to put the, because of the size of the gun, and then they put the radio set in that squared off part. So I can drive that tank around. I built it on a...
It's actually working.
I built it on an '89 Chevy Silverado pickup.
Okay,
I got rid of 900 pounds of truck, and then built the Sherman around it. And they end up putting windows in it because it sucked trying to drive it looking through portholes.
Yeah.
So they are the escape windows out of a school bus. The hatch going down is a charcoal barbecue.
Wow.
The gun is discontinued Home Depot yard light post, and the muzzle brake on the end is a fire extinguisher. So I can shoot fireworks. I can shoot 4-inch cherry bombs, and the U-boat shoots back. So I can shoot from the U-boat up to the Spitfire.
Did you try it, or?
Oh yeah.
You actually tried it?
So this is a 1911 Pacific type steam locomotive. So I did the front 18 feet of it. So it's pretty much all recycled material. So the front wall is swimming pool. The cow catcher is the diagonal braces from Safeway scaffolding.
Huh.
And then the feed water heater tank is the diesel tank off a tractor trailer. The smokestack is the air cleaner off the same tractor trailer. The headlight, I think, is one of those 1,000-watt mercury vapor. I think it's one of them pod lighting off the 401.
Yeah.
But my buddy designed a solar bulb, LEDs for it. So anyway, it's all solar powered, so it's quite impressive at night when that headlight comes on. And then I've got these Canadian Tire solar spotlights shining up on as well.
Yeah.
So the steam chests are fuel oil tanks. One came out of our basement 2 years ago, 20 years and out with the insurance company. So my buddy gave me one. So then that gave me the steam chest. And I said the catwalks on either side are my girls' slide. And then all the handrail is actually, what are they? They're mailbag carts from the Bowmanville post office. You know, the carts with the hooks, the grommets, the bags go on.
Yep.
So all the bends were made. So it's just a matter of cutting the thing out. Pretty heavy duty stuff. It's a 1876 Ohio farm dinner bell.
Wow.
This is the U-boat. So Oshawa Bowling Alley donated the tops of the periscopes, and the ladder was from the girls' slide, and the guns I made all from shelving from the Bowmanville post office. So that's the ones I could shoot those cherry bombs up to the Spitfire. So it's been in there 6 years now. So it's been doing pretty good, really. It's full-size coning tower upper gun deck of U-505.
Next up is the Tyrone Mill. And the special thing with this mill is that till this day it's still operating using water. So let's take a closer look. It was built in 1908, and till this day it's in working condition and is working commercially.